All right, we're going to play some Tour 5. See if we can get any of the new holes that we're looking for. Clear up some slots. Don't get clubs if you don't open chests. Tour 5. Greenock Point. Let's see. We don't want to see anything but Greenock Point for the next hour. And of course, we start off with Drew Moore Links. Hole 9, par 5. Here we roll. Let's see if we can hit some perfects today. Really need to just play, have some fun. Last few days are the first time I've actually played just to go out and play in forever. Hitting it 2 rings great to the left. Let's see if they can get through the rocks. Easily through the rocks. Ooh, not quite. Not quite. I've never trusted that rock shot because I'm never, every time I've tried it, it hasn't ended up good. It's about 2 per ring. Puts me about 2/3 in the power. With a little teeny bit of power on it. Hitting it perfect. Last time I was on this hole, I hit it too far and actually hit myself outside of the range. That's about where I want to be. Actually, even there, I still hit it a little farther than I wanted to. Maybe about 10-15 yards. Trying to make this little island over here with my big dog. I put this bag in this, these clubs in this bag just for this hole. If I can engage this area right here, he can really get up there. There's a max overpower hook shot you can do from right there. And you can actually get on. But I think I overhit it, and I won't be able to reach that area even with overpower. Maybe. Ooh, and the wind's blowing the wrong way. Arr. Where's the R emoji? Give myself a little bit of separation. 3, 4. It's about 2 per ring. So there's 3, 4. Just lean a little bit to the right. Hitting it perfect. 2 perfects in a row. Jeez. That should put me in short iron range from right there. It's probably going to be max. It's probably going to be like mid short iron. I probably could run it down there with my rapier. But if I can engage the topspin, I actually might run it down there with my rapier. There is a lot of break on this hole. It wants to break from the left to the right. If you're coming in at it from distance, it's always better to aim a little bit to the left, and it'll drop down to the cup. If you come straight out the cup from distance, it'll roll off, and you'll end up down here closer to the fringe. From this angle, you can kind of see how it slopes down there. And 1 ring great to their left. See if they can get that in. And that was about 1 ring great to the left. You can see from right there, that angle is really good. See exactly what I'm talking about. It doesn't look like it has that much break from certain angles, but it breaks quite a bit. Where am I in my Hornet? There's max Hornet, so I guess I am in max. It's 1 per ring at max, so that'd be 2 rings. I'm not going to do any elevation. I'm just going to take a straight up shot. Hitting it perfect. 3 perfects in a row. Man, I'm on a run. In and out of the hole. I saw him hit his shot, and I saw that it was running out a little fast, and then I still should have put like one backspin on it. In and out of the hole. At least I hit perfect. Hell, that was 3 perfects in a row. I put a whole hole together. Hit 3 perfects. Let's see if I can hit this putt perfect. We played the Redwood Cup here a couple weeks ago, and the biggest excitement of the entire round was the last 2 shots. I hit 2 perfects in a row. It's the first time I did that all tournament. That last perfect on hole number 18 might have been the only perfect shot into the cup on the whole round. I had very little practice that week because of the lag situation. I was reading a thing on Reddit today where somebody had posed the question of, is anybody else experiencing like big time lag issues? So when they came up with that update, whether they upgraded their infrastructure on their side, but I think the game itself took more. It took more processing. It took a little bit more bandwidth to get it done. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if they can get that one in the hole. I think that's the first shot they've hit perfect. And it's the one that counts. Nice. 2.57 is the number to beat. Let's see if we can get within 1. I'm going to be about 3 rings off. Just dial it up. 6.6, and I'm going to add on at least 10%, so I'm going to do 7.2. 5, 6, 7, 2. Hitting perfect. Well, I hit every shot this round. This hole perfect. Look at that. And then I lost. It's like 3-5. Lost by a foot. Lost by a yard. It's always funny on how they measure distance in this game. I think they were trying to do the conversion between metric and US, and they got it wrong. It's like those ones where you're right on the edge of the cup, but you're still 0.5 yards away, which would be a foot and a half. The cup is 4 inches. I think a regulation cup in golf is somewhere between 4 and 5 inches. It's not that big. And you're right on the edge of the cup, so like you're like an inch away. All right. First one out the gate, got the wrong set of holes and then lost. What kind of deal is that? Sitting here chilling out at the coast, I got Mr. No Bueno sitting on the couch right across from me. Greenwich Point, hole 9, par 5. All right. I think they changed the hole numbers now that they've reconfigured the whole course. So I'm curious. This used to be hole number 6. This is was my favorite hole in the game. Let's see if it's still my favorite hole in the game. I know there's a 10% wind adjustment down here. So I'm going to do 1.9. I'm going to lean a little to the right. Bring it back into the fairway. That was 1 ring great to the right. That's why you always leave yourself 2 rings of separation. Now that's about maybe 6 or 7 yards short of like the optimal shot. Trying to make sure that you've got room on the left-hand side from this tree, but you can reach that pad. Now let's see, my opponent's going. I wanted to see if the shot that we used to take here is the same, and that the drive seems like it's the same. It's real important to bring your most accurate club, a QB, a rock. If you're using a QB, you'll probably have to bring out a bigger ball, but with a extra mile or upper developed rock, something that hits in the 230 range, you can use a katana on this hole. If you're bringing a QB, a Kingmaker works better. But that drive, you've got to do a 10% adjustment on that drive going down in that hill. And it's super easy to over and undershoot on this drive. If you hit it probably 10, 15 yards in front of where I'm at, you've put those trees so much in play. Let's see if this shot plays the same. Yeah, the green is way different down there. Way different. Is that a rough bump? That is a second bounce rough bump. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, in the past, it's always been a straight up adjustment. So let's do a 1-6. It's about 1-6. See if we can hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if we can get that second bounce to clip that rough and fade down towards the hole. Now, it used to drop. Once you engage the green, it would continue to drop all the way down. It's the first time I've played this hole since they've reconfigured it. It doesn't run quite as fast as it used to, but that that is a way to go at it. Actually, with how you have to adjust the topspin, if I brought a bigger ball, if I brought a bigger ball, you can't really get, the whole deal is that you can't get any deeper into that shot on the drive. But where a bigger ball will help you is on the second shot. It pushes your red line forward so that where your second bounce is at, you may be able to come in there with a little bit of backspin and slow it down. But that rough bump might work. Just a little bit short. Yeah, just a little teeny bit more topspin on it. It's one of those deals you're not going to be able to feed it all the way to the cup because it's going to roll out a lot faster than it looks. In the past, when this green was before they made these changes on it, next time I get on this hole, I'll go at it from the other side because we still have a shot on the left. But it was very unlikely that you would ever end up the way that it used to be configured at the bottom in the sand. Like, that sand really should never be in play unless you miss. Like, if you were in this shot here trying to do that rough bump and you missed the rough, you could potentially end up in the sand. But my opponent's on that other side over there and has a straight shot into the green. So the right hand side, I'm gonna have to play this hole a few times to really get a grasp of the changes that they've made, because before, even hitting as far forward as my opponent did, there's no way you would have reached the green from that side. So opening it up and widening it up down there at the bottom, it's like they shifted the green sideways. So it, from the other direction that I came from, it's exactly the same shot. But come on, dude. All right, we have an emoji spammer here. Come on, Jack from Dirty Ohio. You don't want to play? Come on, man. You want to emoji spam me, and then you don't want to, and I beat you, and then you don't want to play anymore? I'm not saying you're a D-back, but I kind of am. So make sure I always have two slots. If you're out just actually playing, eventually you're going to get towards the end of your play time, and you can fill up your slots. But when you're in the midst of it, you always want to have at least two slots open. In case somebody does want to replay. Occasionally you'll catch somebody that wants to replay 3 times and you beat them 3 times and you missed one. But on the flip side, occasionally play somebody 3 times and they kick your butt 3 times in a row. All right, I'm going to bring out the ball combo that we'd actually use, but I'm going to use a Titan instead of a Kingmaker. Really, the only difference here is on the second shot. The Titan Kingmaker doesn't really matter on the drive. And I want to be at least 2 rings off of that sand to the left. I'm going to be like 2.5. Take the wind out. I'm going to push that little teeny bit of forward distance back in. Put some curl on it. That was 2 rings. Great. Hell, that might have been a good to the right. That'll clip the rough and roll out into the green. On that particular shot setup, if I hit a 2 ring great to the left or the right, it'd still be good. But you hit good. If you hit good to the right, that's exactly what'll happen. But if you hit good to the left, you can get caught up down here in this rough, and it won't roll out. I should still have a hornet shot from here. Maybe a minimum grizzly. If it's a minimum grizzly, it's 1.75 per ring. If I'm in my hornet, it's going to be max club and it's 1 per ring. And I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment. Let's see where I'm at. See which club I got. Either one will work. That's got to be hornet. See if I got enough. All right. There's max. And eking towards max. And I'm having to, this angle that I'm coming at it is not the optimum angle. See if I got enough backspin to get me up there. It's 1 per ring. I'm going to add on 10%, so that's going to be 1.5. Let's say 1.5. There's 1.5 and a titch. Trying to hit it perfect. Ah, 1 ring great to the left. Just missed that transition. I hit that transitional point and it rolled me flat. Arrgh. That was definitely not a good angle to come at it. I've been coming at it more where you're on this track, so you can engage more up in this area. And the angle that I came in at it was so short. In the past, I've always come to this hole, just here in like the last 2 times we played this in tournaments, switch to a hornet because there's a spot up there that the hornet works. But from a lot of different angles that you come at this hole, you need clubs with backspin. So it's not a bad idea to have a thorn or a claw in your bag. Saturn. See if we can run that top spin out. All right, let's just hit it perfect. Hit a 1 ring great to the right. Just 1 ring great to the right. My mistake when I set that shot up is I should have moved over either to the left or the right and hedged my bet so that I could hit a perfect or a great to the right and everything on the left would miss. Or I could hit a perfect or a great to the left and everything on the right would miss. If you go right at the flagpole with that club, you have to hit it perfect. But if you set it up the other way where you move it over half the distance from the flagpole to the edge of the cup, you can catch a great on that other side and it'll go in. So you're increasing your odds by 1/3. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's play again. Come on, man. Come on, dude. You're a freaking master. right, back in tour 5. No chest to open. What's wrong with that picture? Cool, we got plenty of time, and we keep getting Drew Moore Link holes. Hole 6, par 5. I know we just played some of these Drew Moore Link holes, and I can't remember them. I know we played at the right here. And this will be a great bag for my Big Topper Big Dog bag. That is an awesome bag to make sure that you have. If you got 3 bags or more, if you're in a clan that has 3 bags or more, and the 3 bags is pretty important because then you can bring out, you can have that distance bag with the extra mile. You can have an accurate bag with a QB or a rock. And then you can have that utility bag where you bring a big dog or a big top or a big dog combo. Because there's some holes that you need a big dog. There's some holes that you could use a big topper. But usually, if you just need a big dog, you can still get the job done with a big topper. And I just upgraded my big topper in this account, and I haven't actually been able to take it out and really use it. But I got it up to level 7, and it's 225 as its base yardage. It's like the old rock before they upgraded, before they did the tweaks. If I bring a Marlin, I'm definitely going to need a big dog. Let's get as much separation as we can. 7-1. Let's try and get lined up with the wind. It's 2, 4, 6, 7. Hitting it perfect. Probably should have taken off some for that wind. I think that wind's going to push me into that rough. In the fairway. I think the last time we played this in a tournament, there was an adjustment we were doing on that drive, which was like 10 or 20%. There's a rough bump that you can do from right here trying to get up there, but it's one of those deals. If you don't adjust for the wind, especially the way the wind's blowing, because it's pushing you further into the rough, if you don't adjust really good for the wind and you hit anything at all to the left, you're going to get stuck in that rough. It was a dangerous way to go at it. Hitting one ring great. Let's see if they can get that in. Ooh, they just barely missed that. In the hole. Oh. Nice shot. That was a little unlucky. It's about 2 per ring. So there's 4. 1. Put some curl on it to bring it back over to the cup. Hitting it perfect. Just a bit outside. Anytime you have to involve the word curl in a shot, but when you're using a Marlin, you're going to have to use curl a lot. And that little teeny bit of side spin, sometimes you can get it. It really, really helps so you don't have to use curl as much. But anytime you have to use the word curl. But when you're doing these shots in one-on-one, the whole goal is fairway to green. Go get your birdie. Go to the shootout. There's a lot of these holes that you can put yourself in the right position with a Marlin. You can still pick up the shot. It's a draw. All right, we got one of the terminals. And I brought a big dog. I brought a big dog to this party. That's not good. I'm going to be about mid-club, which should be somewhere in the like 2.5 per ring. See if I've never had a lot of success trying to come at this hole from the left to the right. I had to do it from the pro tees. Nice. 2.62 yards. All right. We go about a ring and a half. Hitting it perfect. Just a bit outside. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Good game. Except the rematch. Come on, dude. Come on, man. You took my cheddar. There you go. Somebody wants to rematch. Maybe we can finally get one of the Granick Point holes. Yes, we got rewarded by rematching. Look at that. Hole 4, par 4. This might be one of the... Yeah, I got this one. We just had this one. Bring out a bigger ball. About 2.5 rings. 1 4. Hitting it perfect. See if we can get to the area we want to get. See if we can overshoot it. I think it's possible with it. There's a little, see this depression right here? That's the depression that I'm hitting for. So that's the spot, 426. Let's remember that number, 425. Okay, I know I'm adding on 10% for the wind. See if I'm in my short iron or my wedge. If I'm in my wedge, it's got to be max wedge. It'd be 1.3 per ring. If I'm in my hornet, got to be a minimum hornet. It'd be 2.0. Isn't it perfect? See if they can control it or if they roll out. Rolling out. That's the problem on that drive if you're having to use overpower. Is it puts so much, there's so much variance in the shot. I am in my hornet. I am right at minimum club. They've moved the sand a little here. %, 6.3 or 6.3. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. That's what I'm talking about right there. Woo! It seems like the approach coming into that green, it's like they've changed the sand down there. Either that or I'm hitting too far forward. I'd really like to come at it more on this angle right here and not involve so much of that sand. It's like the sand, it's like they had a big windstorm and it pushed the sand farther to the left. It kind of tightened that shot up a little bit. Or maybe I just need to put on the max backspin and get up close like that. Let's see if my opponent can get in. Nope, not on a good. Good game. All right. How much time we got on this video? 32 minutes. All right. Got plenty of time. Good game. All right. We're on the rubber match. We're 1-1. And we didn't get rewarded this time. We got Drew Moore Links. Hole 9, par 5. Well, I'm going to use whatever ball my opponent uses. So if they're going to stick with a katana, I'm going to switch to a katana. And they're going to a power 5 ball. They really want to win. This has to be this. I would love there to be a button right here that says forfeit in exchange for that ball. Because I would immediately forfeit this match to get that 5 power ball. We played with a Marlin. I switched on a tournament hole to a Titan. You got to expect that. I was going to switch back to a Marlin here, but they bring out a power 5 ball. All right. It's the way you want to play it. You should be able to easily get through. You would hope. I'm trying to practice this straightforward shot up here. My number 3 bag. Bring that big tapa. Big tapa. I actually think I'm hitting it too far forward, so I'm going to take a little topspin off. $2 miles per hour per ring. Move 2 rings. Puts me just a titch into power. Right up against the nubs. Hitting it 1 ring right to the left. I have more room on their left, so it's not like I'm going to run out of room over there. It's on the right. There's about 1 ring, and I still hit it too far forward. And I only put like 5 or 6, maybe 6 topspin on that. I need to set up another bag just for this hole that's got a rock and a big dog, because I can use that front island and then I can bounce from here and go straight to the green with all the topspin that big dog has. That'd be a better shot to do, especially you could bring out a Marlin and you could do that shot. I've been coming over here because if I can get to the right spot, there's a max overpower hook shot. I think I can get there with a power 3 ball. It'll just be a question of whether I can hit the hook correct. Yes. 2, 4, 6. I'm going to start off right there. I'm going to come all the way out. And see if we can catch that fairway. Oh, too much. Too much. Not enough. That headwind killed it. Now they have an in-bringer, so I still have a shot. That tells you which way I swing as far as like in-bringer or rapier. I have no problem with the in-bringer. I just think the rapier gives you the same options that you have with an in-bringer and more. There is a point when the in-bringer gets to like 7 or 8 that it's definitely got everything. Finally. All right, I have a max club. I'm going to put all my massive backspin on it. Six, 8. It's 2 per ring. I'm going to add on. There's 2, 4, 6. It's pretty close to 10%. Hitting it perfect. Let's see how close I got. I think it's still going to end up on the right hand side. Way on the right. Way to the right. Super bad. Good game. Good game. Beat me 2 out of 3. Good luck to you too, bro. Viper. That's funny. All right, here we roll. Let's open up that chest. Come on. We need some Greenwich point holes. That's the whole purpose for coming out here, is to go get some Greenwich point holes. I mean, this is absolutely freaking crazy. There's 2 courses here, Greenwich Point and Drumore Links. I'm not getting a 50-50 mix. And I'm sure that they have, it's like a slot machine. They have some percentage deal in there. Buster, you've got food and toys. Come on, man. All right, this is the first time on this hole. Let's see if I can get that topspin right. I think it was. It's about 2 rings off, and I think it was 5 topspin. 3, 4, 5. I don't have my notes with me. I'm going to go 5.5. It's 3-8. And I'm going to do a 2 ring pull. Put a little bit of curl on it to try and straighten it out on the other end. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if 5.5 is enough. I think it's going to get me caught up in the rough. Yeah, that's about right. 5.5. I'm not sure which hole that is. I never keep track of that stuff. I found my notes and it says 5. So 5.5 was actually right there, right on the money. Using a Marlin. I almost want to miss my putt so that I can force a shootout, but that's a super makeable shot from there. It's all about hitting perfect. These shots right here, I need to stop. I need to start hedging my bets more often on these shots and setting it up so that a perfect will go in, but I can catch a great on one side or the other. As long as you don't take perfect out of play. And like from where they're at, with that wind, I don't think and it hit on that side of the cup. Almost. Nice. Nice shot. Crowd goes wild. Crowd goes wild. Fairways and greens. Ah. All right, first time on this hole in a long time. Long time. It's been a long time since we played this hole. There is a lane through the trees, but you have to be up here. This might not be a bad deal for a club that's got a little more backspin, because I don't know if there's enough backspin on this to engage the hill. I think there might be. 2.7. I'm going to do a 3-ring pull. It's 5%. Hitting it perfect. And it hit the tree. Because I had to pull it back because I didn't have enough backspin. So like if you brought a rocket out on this hole, you could push it forward more. And the more you push it forward, the bigger the arc is over the trees. And then when you engage up here, you can apply more backspin to bring it straight down the hill. And so that way you can make sure you clear those trees, but with an extra mile with the backspin that it has. And that's the deal. And that shot's going to end up way down there, very close to the green. They've actually changed this backboard. We have more of a backboard now than we had before, so we can ride the rim. Because the longer you can hang out at the top before it drops and engages the green, the more you're going to come in towards the cup. And you can see that there's a little bit of a funnel. If you can get to that spot, it's super hard. Like if you ever come into it on that top route and you actually end up on the right hand side of the cup, I mean, it's very difficult to do that because you got to get way up there and really ride along the top. I wanted to see if that shot through the trees was still there, and it is. But that's the deal: is you want to bring a club that's got more backspin, Thor's hammer, or your rock, especially if you got an upper developed rock. It doesn't have the raw distance, so you'll definitely have to. And I had a 3-power ball right there, but I still had a little bit of room on my red line. I think you'd be fine with a rock. I think you could get farther up the hill, get a bigger arc over those trees. All right, let's see how many more we can get in here. We got plenty of time. We might be able to get 2 more holes in. Faux show. All right. We keep getting these stinking Drew Moore link holes. Playdemic asks all these questions about like stuff, and they make changes, and they're trying to do the whole little deal. This game's been out for a long time, and you guys pull this crap every single time there's a tournament and the holes are out. It's harder to get like the randomness of like if we were playing one-on-one just in any normal week, like how often we would get holes from each course. It's pretty even. But yet on tournament week, it's not. That's going to end up in a very bad situation. I was able to make it over, though. That's something. Finding something to drink. This playing golf is thirsty business. See where my opponent puts it. They might make it through. Almost. Almost. All right, let's see if we can hit a better shot with our recovery clubs this time than we did last time. We're way down here. Now let's see if we can hit it perfect. Hit one ring great to the left. In the hole. Hedged my bet and it paid off. Come on, Buster boy. Come on, Buster. Say hi to the people. All right, out in the sunshine now. See if my opponent can get in the hole. In the sun, you can see the Oregon coast. Now, it's down on the back deck, chilling. Winner chicken dinner. Game. See if they'll rematch. Come on, man. Come on. We need to get one of the freaking... Let's see if we can end this video with one of... I know we've gotten a couple of the Greenock Point holes, but this is ridiculous. Play one more. I'm going to switch up just in case I get... I'm not using this bag. I'm going to switch this to a rock and a big dog. Just for that one hole, because that one hole I can actually get on and two with a rock and a big dog and a marlin. If I can't get on, I can get real close. NY Polly. What up, Polly? All right. Okay, I tried this hole. I've been on this hole twice. Let me bring out a bigger ball. Twice the wind blowing. El Perfecto. I don't like that shot where I have to set that up. Definitely want to bring a Kingmaker instead of this. I'm going to lean just a little to the left. And I hit it one ring great to the right. Maybe two. It's hard to tell now. I can't hardly see that separation because that one ring's not the same size. I really just do not get what Playdemics. I will say that I like the half ring when we're adjusting rings out, and I need to get used to being able to, if I want to make a 2.5 ring pull, starting at the outside edge of the blue ring and then moving to that inside edge of the new ring and getting a perfect 2.5 ring pull and then working off of that. So if you need 2.6, you go a little bit farther. You need 2.4, you're a little short, like working that deal. I like that. But on the bullseye for taking the shot, I don't understand why all of the rings aren't the same size, why we have to have that medium, because now they admitted that the bullseye, or they stated that the bullseye was supposed to be 1 degree, not, and that it was being represented as 2. But the other shots are also from this distance. You're going to get some wind effect. See if I can hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. See if I got my adjustment right. Bam! Hit the flagpole. In the hole. I think that we're still going to be able to on that hole, even though it's been reconfigured. Number one, I think that would be a better shot with an upper developed rock. So if you got a maxed out rock, it would definitely be better. An APOC, something that's a little more accurate. What that'll allow you to do is on the first bounce, it'll allow you to get more separation between the rough. So instead of just being one ring, you can be 2 rings. And then you can put just that little teeny, because it's a much more accurate club, you put a little teeny bit of curl on it just to bring it back to the fairway. Left hand curl, I think that's a shot that we're going to be able to just tag. All right. And then it is a winner. Getting an eagle on the par 4. I ended yesterday's video, I got an Albie. So look at that, I'm on a roll. All right. That was me just chilling. I'm just hanging out at the coast. I'm sitting in the living room. Most people are sleeping. I'm shooting a video. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend and stay safe. Thanks for watching.